guys, it is Teenage Marvel Fan, back with it in another episode review for Marvel's Spider-Man, the animated Spider-Man series that is currently on TV, and this episode is titled My Own Worst Enemy. So this episode gets back into this whole Superior Spider-Man storyline, and so we start off the episode replaying what happened almost a year ago, when Peter and Otto switched bodies. And so now Peter is trapped inside of the neurocortex, I think it's called. And then, of course, Otto Octavius, Dr. Octopus, is inside Peter's body. But at the time, it's just Spider-Man. So, Spider-Man, by the way, every time I refer to Spider-Man in this video, I'm talking about Dr. Octopus inside Spider-Man's body, just to make things clear. So Spider-Man goes back to Dr. Octopus's, to his lair, which is Dr. Octopus's lair, but he decides to rename it the Spider's Nest, because he's not Dr. Octopus anymore, because now he's Spider-Man. And then he decides to take off his mask so he can finally see who Spider-Man is. And then he finds out it's Peter Parker, and he's like, what? How could this stupid kid be Spider-Man? Because Peter Parker was in his class, and he was always late and wasn't very smart and stuff. But then he goes to the local prison. I don't know what it's called. It's not like Batman where you have Arkham Asylum where it's like this famous prison. No, with Marvel it's just some random prison. And then he talks to Silver Sable and convinces her that he is working for Dr. Octopus, because for some reason he doesn't want her to know that he's Dr. Octopus inside Spider-Man's body. So he convinces her that he's still Spider-Man, but he's working for Dr. Octopus now. And, like, he has the codes and all that stuff. So, she trusts him, except I don't think she actually trusts him, but he's breaking her out, so I don't think she really cares. So, he breaks down the wall, breaks her out, she jumps out the building, and then she's free. But then Hammerhead also escapes, but Spider-Man doesn't do anything to stop him, because even though Hammerhead isn't part of the plan, he doesn't really care if there's another supervillain on the loose. Now, here is the problem. So, throughout this whole episode, Spider-Man, or Otto, is getting flashes of Peter's memories. So, apparently, with the whole mind and body transfer, Otto is in Peter's body, but he also has Peter's memories. So he's getting all these flashes of Uncle Ben, and, like, with great power comes great responsibility and all that stuff. So then he basically comes to the decision that he can't be evil, and he needs to care about people's lives and, save lives. So he finds out where, so he had that plan for Silver Sable, and she had already set it in motion. So then, this is where the title of the episode comes into play, My Own Worst Enemy, because it's his fault that this plan is going through, but now he needs to stop it. So basically, if he hadn't done it, then he wouldn't have had to deal with it. But then he goes and he finds Silver Sable. She doesn't believe that Spider-Man is working for Dr. Octopus anymore, so she starts fighting him, but she easily webs him up, even after she starts using Octobots. But he's Otto Octavius, so of course he knows the weak points and stuff, because he literally designed them. But then he disarms the bombs. Well, doesn't really disarm them. It's like he shoots them with webs, and then it just contains the explosion. I don't know how it can do that because, the webs, it's not like a solid piece. It's not like a blanket. It's like a blanket with like a bunch of holes in it. So I don't know how that contains like an explosion, but I mean, like, whatever works for you, Otto. So then he saves the day, and he basically, Otto Octavius becomes a hero, and he realizes that he doesn't need to be evil. So then he wants to be Spider-Man, and he wants to be a hero, but he wants to be different than Peter Parker Spider-Man because he wants to be this better version of him, or as he likes to say it, the superior version of Spider-Man. So then he says, I'm going to become the superior Spider-Man, which sounds really lame in the show because it's basically just a way so that they can fit in the whole storyline thing, because the storyline that this is based off of is the superior Spider-Man storyline. So I felt like it was kind of a weird way for him to give himself that name, because he's just like, oh, I'm better than Peter Parker, so I'm superior. But then he makes a new suit, which is the Superior Spider-Man suit, and it looks awesome, honestly. I'm actually liking it a lot more than the regular Spider-Man outfit. So it looks really cool. Then he takes down some bad guys and saves the day again, and then that's pretty much what happens in this episode. I'm not sure when I'm going to be posting my review for the next episode, but should be within the next few days, and it features Sand Girl, and if you don't know who that is, I don't blame you, because it's a made-up character for the show, and it's so super stupid, but I'll explain that in that review, so stay tuned for that video if you want to find out who Sand Girl is. But thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and hope to see you in the next video, so I can bestow all my Marvel knowledge upon you.